What's up, guys? Bobby G from Proper here. When we're talking about rebranding a company or developing a brand in general, we want to talk about doing it with systems, not assets. So when you're starting with like, okay, what's our new brand identity going to be? Well, think about it as not just a logo, but a logo system, an identity system. So kind of show not tell here. This is a client we worked with last year. We took them through a full rebrand, including a name change. This is their old identity and their old name. This is the right name for them, PayerWatch, and their new identity. So taking a look at the final work, so this is what we want to create for our clients, and what you need for your brand is starting with a formal identity. So this is the formal logo, which is designed to be it's designed and optimized to be used in uh, most instances. So where this won't work, obviously, is in like a small profile picture or avatar for your social media, and then thinking about like, okay, how does it apply to different areas? We want to create variations on the core identity so that they are optimized for that application, and forcing a formal logo like this into an application it's not optimized for is actually not a good idea for a lot of reasons, but it just doesn't look great. So, but we want to point out here is that the customization of this typeface that we designed and built for the client, it has these sort of trapezoid rounded edge shapes. And these elements become part of your identity system. So, scrolling down here, we have these additional sort of monogram badges that we created as optimized versions for different applications based on the formal identity. So you can see how the system is being built from that. And then we have color we're applying to build out the system even further to create something that's not complicated, but it is complex. And brands are complex. All the different media applications are complex. So we want to make sure that we're making you're building an identity system that's optimized and built to perform. So scrolling it a little bit further, we can see how the shapes turn, something like photography into branded elements. And then the shapes become these little tabs that uh, using color further, where we can identify the sub brands out of the company itself. Again, the sharp edge here versus the rounded edge, these are just additional elements that are included in the system. And scroll down to see how it applies to their website. So taking a website that, once again, is designed to perform, designed to work for their marketing, what we do is create those customizations in the visual interface through that expanded brand identity system that started with that formal identity. So you can see how these shapes make this everything that we've designed and built for them branded, visually managing the expectations and consistency. So when visitors engage or interact with any of your brand assets, they're engaging and interacting with brand assets that you own. So they feel that they're part of the brand. Applies to print elements as well. We build out a custom iconography that creates additional elements, and the shapes of these elements are an extension of what we designed for their formal identity. And you can see how these elements really look great in different applications. Furthermore, on environmental for a booth at events, trade shows, and whatnot, we can see how this, bolded list of stuff that we want people to identify as part of the service and support that they offer at PayerWatch becomes, really treated with the elements that we developed. So that's it. When you're thinking about, building your brand, and whether it's an extension of an existing brand or a rebrand or new brand, think about it in systems, not a logo. You don't want a logo, you want an identity system, and that's going to really impact and inspire the design of all of the elements that make up your brand and support your marketing and growth. All right, talk soon.